Welcome to my channel Paraguayon. I hope all is well with you because all is well here, thank God. It is an immense joy to be here once again with you. Today I'm going to talk about the Sword Guard and VIP security course. I will also explain a little about the security guard, which is the patrimonial guard. Are you okay, my friends? At the request of many friends here on YouTube. So I'm going to make this video for you, follow the vignette. And after the explanatory video, thank you, and let's explain, my friends, today about the Sword Guard course, which is the security guard, which is the patrimonial guard. First, what you need to be. No is what you need to have the Paraguayan identity card. But Anna, the Paraguayan identity card can be 2 years old, or it needs to be 10 years old. It can be 2 years old. They take it, okay, my friends? So if you take out your identity card valid for 2 years, you can already take one of these two courses. Now I'm going to explain. A patrimonial security guard is linked to the patrimony. They provide armed security for establishments, companies, and transportation of goods. Security guards of shops and establishments. He has his vehicle. His vehicle characterized. He's all characterized because he flaunts that. He has to demonstrate that he is providing security for the object he was hired for, whether it is a store, whether it is merchandise. So he needs to impose if he demonstrates that he is there for that, to preserve the heritage. Now, Anna, what is guard and sword? See? Of VIP people, which is the private security of people. He guards the person who hires him or who hires for their families, okay? Political authorities, entrepreneurs. If you are going to market a property or want to set up a company and you need security like that, he will accompany you, okay? He won't be characterized. So if you go to the beach, he goes dressed in beachwear. If you go to the business meeting, which is in a blazer, then he goes in a blazer. So he'll never introduce to who. Look, he's a VIP security guard. He's there to protect as if he were celebrities. Madonna, Messi, they're always there protecting, but you don't know who the security guard is and who isn't, because he's always disguised, okay? Yes, he has his car, but what is his car? It will depend on the car he chooses, the color he chooses. What he can do is that he put an insul film blank, even because of heat, and demonstrate who is inside the car that they call a car, and him. It can also have those flashing lights inside that it only activates in sporadic cases, okay? So it can have blue light, it can have white light, it can have red light. It's glued to the breeze, okay? It is usually on the right side of the vehicle. So when he spends the night and is in a sequence that he has to turn on and demonstrate that he needs to pass quickly because he is in an emergency, he will turn on the lights and then he will pass quickly. Even the cops usually don't. Why? Because they know that they are VIP guards, the person's VIP security, and that they are in an emergency. So it's already their code with the police here in Paraguay. So these security guards, VIPs, he can accompany your child, he can do any things you need, but it's for people. He's waiting for the person he hired there, okay? In both courses. Both the patrimonial and the person I just explained to you, they are connected to the national police. They are the support of the national police. It's like the police reserve force. The person who asks them for these two courses is the national police here in Paraguay. Okay, so the police, they treat those who take these courses as if they were a brother in uniform. Okay, So with that, what happens, and the school you choose, depending on the department you choose, also the course, it has to be adapted along with the police. It's national. He needs to be registered with the national police. And now, what are the requirements to get this course? So I will explain to you, the requirement for you to have both courses. What is that? You need to have a Paraguayan identity card. It can be 2 years old, my friends. The certificate of life and residence that is taken from the national police here in Paraguay. If you get a police record here in Paraguay, then the police record, you go to the national police here in Paraguay, and this will be the request for you, okay? A medical certificate where the doctor will evaluate your symptoms, everything. So depending on the department and the school you choose, the same school will already provide the contact for you to do this medical certificate, because it has schools that the doctor goes to the school and does this procedure. Since there are departments and schools that they recommend and you go to the doctor's office to do it, it's okay. The psychiatrist has it too. The psychological test also falls into the same procedure that I just told you about. The school provides the contact for you to go do, or she indicates the day and the time, and they go there to the school, and you will be there because everything is in person. You'll be there, and then they'll do the procedure. And what they ask for is also a white background photo. Yours is real, right? You're not going to send an old one. It has to be one. That when they only look at the photo, it's because it's right there. No sending a photo of new, and then they put it together. It's good to dye hair, women, right? Who like to dye hair too? Everything has to be right. You have to hit it right, okay? What is the duration? Anna, on average, this body? Guys, it's very funny. It's very cool. There are departments that will last 6 days, each day being 4 hours. In person, you will have to go there in person. And there are places like Asunción, which is the central capital, which you do in 2 days. But I don't recommend doing it in 2 days because you'll be doing it all day. So this is going to be very exhausting for you. You'll be tired. So what I suggest is that you do it for 6 days, because you do it gradually, slowly. You will be pulled, but slowly, and you will be able to take it off, okay? Then it will depend, my friends, which department you are going to do, which school you are going to choose. It's just the law. All schools, you have to analyze whether you are registered with the national police. What do I recommend? Go to the national police and see which school is registered with the national police of the department you chose, so there won't be a problem, okay? Now let's go. What are the tests I will pass in this course for me to get the course? Anna, come on, you'll get the theory. What is the theoretical? It means dealing with weapons, knowing first aid, knowing legislation here in Paraguay. General knowledge about the subject. Okay, usually what happens, they explain about the subject and you take a test. It's right there on the same day of right, wrong, or option A, B, C, or D. It's not written, just mark it. Okay, these are the tests. Legitimate defense, which Anna means to defend the person, defend her client. Just like that, okay? If someone comes to rob and the victim is shot and helps drive your client to a hospital, if the person who comes to rob him comes with a rock or a knife, he cannot react. Here in Paraguay, you can only give 1 shot. If you give 2 shots at the person already in excess, and you will be arrested on the spot. So, these legislation you will learn during the course. Is it over? Physical, what is physical? If you're fit to run, it's to defend your client, operate the gun, take out the ammo. That's what you're going to learn, okay? Because here in Paraguay, what they explain in the course is what is different from Brazil? You yourself having to defend the VIP, huh? To your client, you also have to defend the thief. You can't go overboard, okay? You have to ward away. Take the first procedures. But if he runs, you can't run after him, okay? If he starts shooting several children, he can only shoot one. You can't shoot two. You have to call the national police so they can give you support. Okay, is that it? That's why they prioritize the safety of both people, both the thief and the victim as well. So it can be excessive. Who has to play this role of excessiveness, if necessary, is the national police. You're just there to defend the person who hired you, okay? Any doubt, any little problem, you always have to call the police, okay? Then you'll learn how to mess with ammo, tactical field simulation. So, what is simulation year? You get in and out of the vehicle so you can protect your client, the VIP driving. If you put him in front, if you put him behind, what way do you have to act to protect your client? Are you okay with your life? You're going to expose yourself there for protection. So that's what is explained and directed in the course, okay? The rights that the course gives you. Anna, why am I going to take a course like this? Because it's a course, my friends, that they pay very well, right? It's a course that's how you already finish the course. The school itself, most schools that do this course, they already refer the clients to you, so you already leave with your job basically guaranteed after you do this course. So it's very good for those who are starting out in the country, okay? So the course, it gives you the right to what? From class. There are 3 classes, Class AA, Class BEA, Class C. What is the Class A, which refers to the size AB, also EAC also? I'm going to explain it to you now. So Class A gives you the right to have 3 guns with gun ownership because the course gives you the right to adhere to gun ownership, okay? So come on, Class A, you can have a pistol or a revolver. You can choose, you can have a rifle or a 12 or 44 shotgun. You can choose a semi-automatic, a machine gun. Here in Paraguay, automatic weapons are not allowed, only semi-automatic weapons. So you are entitled to 3. This is in Class A, in Class B. You have the right to 6 weapons. You can carry a weapon, being 2 pistols or 2 revolvers, or you can choose a pistol or a revolver. The option is up to the client who hires the course. It's 2 rifles or 2 shotguns or 1 and 1, a rifle or a shotgun, both 12 and 44, and 2 semi-automatics. It can be a machine gun or whatever you choose. As I tell you and remind you, here in Paraguay, automatic weapons are not allowed, only semi-automatic weapons. That's class. AEA, Class BO course. It is valid for 1 year? Yes. What's a year like? So every year you have to renew the course. You took course A for the first time, you are already included in Class A. After you renew this course, after 1 year, you already enter Class B, which gives you the right to have more weapons, okay? What about Class C, Anna, that you mentioned? Class C is for collectors, okay? You don't need the course to be Class C because collectors. They will only be able to carry a weapon after analysis by police officers here from the National Police. They'll analyze it. So collectors who are going to compare guns have to send the documentation to the police. And there are the agents who will analyze whether he will really be a collector, whether he will really have the right to carry a gun. The National Police here in Paraguay will decide. Our president is here from Paraguay. Santiago Pena, he sanctioned the law that is number 7411 of 2024 Paraguay now gives adolescents over 14 years of age the right to buy weapons only with the authorization of their parents. So the father, he joins in the purchase when he goes to buy the teenager. The gun will be registered in the teenager's name, but the father is the guardian or the mother, okay? Then you have to have the two together. But for anyone who loves a teenager, he's going to want to have a gun. For what? I'll explore here for you. He can use it in a shooting range, okay? That gun. Or protect your home, your residence. If it is a rural residence, he will be able to walk inside the residence with this weapon, a minor, right? 18 years old, which is over 14, okay? And so is he. He can participate in Olympic sports, so teenagers over 14 years old can, it's good to have these rights. But for example, when he goes to the shooting range, he can't have the gun loaded. He has to disarm the gun, put it in the trunk. His guardian has to be with him. Okay? So there are these rules for over 14 years old. And it has also been sanctioned, which means that people over 18 can also buy guns and carry guns. But when you buy a gun, you have to apply to the National Police to carry a gun. The course, he is already giving you the right when you complete the course to the size. Now, those who do not have the course have to request from the National Police with their documents that they request. And then the National Police and the department where you chose the National Police, which will analyze and see if you have the right or not. Okay? So my friends, this is what I say to you. If you take one of these two courses, who will ask for your wallet, which is your functional one, is the police. Where will I get a holographic police seal? And you will also pay a booklet. This booklet will be registered at the municipality where you will pay and your service will be recorded, okay? So it's very serious. Is it easy to do? It is easy to acquire. It's a service since you already live with the service in hand. But you have to do it right. You have to take the course where you came from. Your functional one, your wallet where you are going to pay the municipality card, it's gone. If 1 year you can no longer use this wallet, you have to take the course again. So before winning, you look for your school, or if you are going to do another one anyway, so you can recycle this course, where it will come out a new wallet for you, so don't lose it. It's over. If a year you cannot let pass, because if pass you lose all these rights, you have to do the recycling after 1 year. All right, my friends, don't forget, because if there is no usurpation of function, you do not have the right to carry out a procedure, a function, where you were not suitable with your course, where you were authorized by your course and by the National Police. All right, my friends? So, remembering this well, to buy weapons here in Paraguay, only with the Paraguayan cell can be the 2-year one. It doesn't need to be just the 10-year one. The 2-year one already gives you the right to buy weapons here. You have to be over 18. You can have it in your home. The possession of a weapon, as I told you, only after the analysis of the National Police. So you can buy it, have it in your home and use it in your home for your protection. From your home, you can't. For example, you are in your house, you go on the street there to talk to your neighbor, you have been caught, you will be arrested. It is inside your house. It cannot be outside, okay, my friends? And you cannot even ride in the car. Oh, Anna, but I wanted a booth, okay? You schedule it with the booth, you disarm this weapon, you put it in the trunk, and then you go. If you are going to stop water, the police will call there at the booth. They will see if you are really scheduled and if this weapon is disarmed. And if you have the document for this purchase weapon, if it is registered in your name, if you have the Paraguayan cell having everything right, they will release you, Okay? In Paraguay, there is no traffic guide equal to in Brazil. In Brazil, you have to have a traffic guide to go to the booth. Here in Paraguay, you don't need that guide. That's what I told you. You schedule either via WhatsApp or a call schedule where the police approach you. They will call there to analyze if you are really going there, and they have to be unarmed. You scratch the trunk, okay? So you need to schedule at the shooting range every weapon that does not have the weapon that you carry. You have to be unarmed. If you take it in the car and you don't have a gun and it is loaded, you will be arrested immediately. You will lose the right to a gun, and you will also lose your citizenship. You will answer a criminal case here where that's what everyone plays, is the black bag on the head. It's very serious. They take it very seriously, so much so that if you're approached and you're with a gun in the car, both carry a gun. With a weapon, both unarmed in the trunk, you already have to notify the national police because they take every precaution. Don't lie, then never lie. Always be honest, because the cops here are very nice, but if they catch you lying, then it ends up being nice, okay? Then do it right. You just have to progress here in Paraguay. If you have a farm that's really big and everything, you can walk around with a gun inside it, right? Even your oldest son, 14 years old, if the gun is in his name, purchased in his name, you as guardian, or the mother on the property, okay? He can walk with it armed to protect the family's assets. His father's and mother's assets, okay? But remember, you can never put your little foot out with that gun, because then you go outside of what's allowed. So you can't go out on the perimeter of the residence, inside your residence, in your business. You can do it. You can't go outside, okay? And you can't flaunt it either. For example, you are in the boast trade, not only if the trade is separated inside your home. So you can have it in your house, but you can't leave it there in the trade, sporting it on your gun. For this, you have to hire a guard, who is the property security guard, okay? Never. You can exercise any function with a weapon as long as you do not have one of the two courses. All right, my friends? They take it very seriously here. They're very strict. They're very broad, giving you the power to protect your family and your estate. However, you have to follow the laws and regulations of the country. They're too strict, okay? And another thing I'm going to tell you, whenever you take out either the identity cards or a course, always stick to the dates. Don't miss them. As I've said in the other videos, if you miss the deadlines, you lose everything you've done to date. So if you stick to the dates, do not miss both the identity cards and the renewal of your courses that you only have to progress. All right, my friends? I hope I have explained the whole thing to you. If you have any questions about both courses, or if you want to know anything else, you can send messages in the chat that I will respond, okay? Don't forget to write in the channel, give the like, and activate the bell to receive all notifications of the channel. I'm at your disposal. Thank you very much, and until the next video.